Hello and welcome to the SHI Tournament Olympics Primetime Special, week number 4. This is Hans Buttface in the SHI Tournament Olympics Control Center. Tonight we bring you 2 medal rounds, awarding medals in 2 events, the Super Mario Bros. Any Percent event and the Super Mario Kart 150cc Mushroom Cup event. First, let's take a look at our medal count here. The nation of 2 gamers, 1 Melvin, and THEPAINISTHUNDER sit atop of the table with 3 points, 1 gold medal apiece. Zarnax 42 winning the Tetris event for 2 gamers, 1 Melvin, and Buzz Thunder winning the Zelda 2 randomizer event for THEPAINISTHUNDER. The only team with 2 medals so far, Anchors of Fire, has 2 bronze medals, giving them 2 points. That is a bronze medal for Nirm in Zelda 2 randomizer, and a bronze medal for Puke 7 in Tetris. Also with 2 points, Special K and Team TRIFORCE, 1 silver medal apiece. Jackamus Wedge won Special K's in Zelda 2 randomizer, and Team TRIFORCE's silver medal was won by Justin Man 114 in the Tetris event. But as I said, 2 events giving medals tonight, the first being Super Mario Bros. Any Percent. Let's take a look at our semifinal matchups. Coach Crab takes on Zarnax 42. Coach Crab from Special K, Zarnax 42 from 2 gamers, 1 Melvin. And in the other semifinal match, you have CF207 from
OCONOMOWOC
OCTOROCKS versus Rose City Nation of FAPIGIDIA's Cantaloupe Me. Let's head on down to Angry Larry and Armageddon time, who will take us through the semifinal matches. All right, welcome back to the semifinals of the Super Mario Bros. 1 event. This is Angry Larry. I am joined with Armageddon time. Hello, Arma.
Hello. Looks like we got ourselves a pretty good race to begin. This is semifinals. Coach Crab and Zarnax, and we're already on our way.
Yeah, Coach Crab from Special K got here by defeating Link Sevens in the first round, and Zarnax from 2 gamers, 1 Melvin got here by defeating Unos in the first round. So both players had good opponents in the first round, and both players are flying here. Coach Crab with about a 3-second lead, or 3 ticks on the game timer lead.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels a little shorter when you're just kind of watching it side by side.
Yeah, I don't know. I was going to do the science on that sometime during the hiatus of this event, and I never really did. And it's not really, I don't think it's really a second representation, because it did seem like it paused when he got the mushroom as well. So
yeah, I don't know. There's probably some summoning salt video based on that or something.
Yeah, I'm sure it probably talks about Lack Attack a lot.
Yeah.
But Coach Crab's going the high road. Zarnax is flying through the level and going to the warp zone near the end of the elevators. And you can see that was significantly faster for Zarnax. He is the first into World 4-1.
That is interesting. He took the low road, but still managed to get to the pipe first.
Yeah, the dude has B held, and he's holding right at the same time and occasionally jumping, and he's just not stopping.
Hold B, what is this, Dragon Warrior?
I don't get that reference.
I don't know. But it looks like these two are pretty well matched. Like, I mean, in terms of, you know, ability and speed. I mean, it's just a matter of finesse, like what their skills are, where it is they're exactly excelling.
Yeah, I think Zarnax has the huge advantage in terms of, you know, playing this game longer.
Yeah, I do recall seeing many times Coach Crab doing entire streams devoted to simply learning this game. So he's definitely put in the hours. Now let's just see if it actually. Well, I don't know so much about this. Coach having a little trouble getting up that vine.
Yeah, you got to hold up to climb the vine. He seemed to fail that. He plays Mario. He's one of those Nintendo or just generic variety streamers. Nothing against that at all. We all love that. And I don't think he speedrun this or speed ran this or even looked at it until we started doing this tournament, and thus then learned it from there going forward. Just like any SHI tournament game, he took it the same way. He's played it casually for a long time, and now he's actually looking into where to jump and where to do all the things, and he's getting pretty good at that. And Mike Tyson's Punch-Out's another game that he picked up along the way and started really getting it. So Coach Crab has turned from a variety streamer into a dude who really learns games pretty quickly.
Yeah, when he puts in the hours, he definitely can master a game, lest we forget wacky races. But aside that, Zarnax, no pushover himself, really coming at it here, already into 8-2 and making quick work of this level already.
Yeah, to me, Zarnax doesn't even need that setup. Zarnax is just whatever he runs. He's pretty darn good at this. Tetris, he's in the Final Four of Tetris as well. And, you saw the results of those medal rounds last week. And this and any randomizer really he touches. It's just, I don't think there's a game where I would face Zarnax, honestly, that I know that he plays that I would be comfortable, like, racing one-on-one against.
That being said, Coach Crab might have quite a mountain to climb, but, he seems to be climbing it pretty well, and you never know. Zarnax makes maybe one fatal move, and that could be it. That could really change the game here, but Zarnax not showing any signs of slowing down.
We'll see how the Hammer brothers treat him on this level.
Man, looks like he's the one treating them.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting a favorable pattern, but he's got Fireball as well. It's just, everything went right for him in 8-3, and Coach Crab is just beginning 8-3 now, so Zarnax might have to flub 8-4 a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean, from what I've seen so far from Zarnax, it looks like this won't be all that much of a case for him. I mean, just that beginning, I didn't know that you could even start that level that quickly.
Yeah, you see a lot of people in this tournament really took their time going down there and descending, and Zarnax just went right for it. He actually just took a little bit of damage there on the piranha plant and then got through the pipe.
Yeah, but who knows? Maybe that was strategic. You never know.
Oh, I'm sure I'd be corrected by now if it was in chat. So I'll just open that up.
I mean, look at that. We got like a mini wrong warp right there.
Yeah, it's one of the more common ones to do. It's easy to pull off.
This whole wrong warp thing is still rather new to me, so just seeing it in full effect is pretty impressive.
And just like that, Zarnax has finished here. He's going to be moving on to the gold medal round. 5 minutes and 35 seconds on the timer.
Yeah, this seems to be just a pretty textbook match. GG's to Zarnax, of course, and Coach Crab definitely making his way. I don't think he'll have much of a problem finishing this out.
No, not at all. He's short way away. He's got fireballs. Unless he really messes up the water part here.
Gotta watch out for those bloopers. They're the most notorious of the underwater enemies. Oh, but that being said, Fire Snake.
Yeah, straight Fire Snakes. What are you doing there? Doesn't belong in the water.
And, well, let's see how he takes on Bowser. Takes the lower route, most like anybody would, and there you go.
Yeah, officially that is 6 minutes and 26 seconds there for Coach Crab. So GG. He'll be unfortunately moving on in a losing way to the bronze medal match. And
moving on to greener pastures.
Bronzer pastures, and Zarnax will be going for the gold, no worse than silver. But he wants to achieve ultimate victory for his teammates at 2 Gamers 1 Melvin.
Still word out on who the Melvin is. It seems to be changing every day.
Oh, I think you can draw a big line next to the name of who that is.
An underscore, perhaps.
Listen, I'm not pointing fingers or anything, but that's semifinal number 1, Arma. You ready to get on to semifinal number 2?
I'm ready as you are.
Well, here we are, all set up for race number 2 now. It's going to be CF207 and Cantaloupe Me. Should be a good one.
Yeah, team after my own heart. And here we go right off the bat with Cantaloupe Me and CF. Cantaloupe Me good reputation for this game, as you can see, already right into the pipe.
Not like we were surprised, but I remember he impressed us last race because he was so fluid and just hit every mark along the way.
Yeah, and as you can see, already finished level 1. Like, it's just unbelievable. But CF, no slouch, gonna stay in this, hopefully, till the very end.
Fireworks!
Oh no, the one time you don't want fireworks.
Yeah. Or when you're racing BGT, you don't want fireworks either.
Oh, God forbid.
Yeah, so Cantaloupe Me goes high route here as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think I may have overused this before, but as you can see, Cantaloupe Me putting on another clinic. Like, if there's any more clinics, you know, he could open a hospital. Am I right?
Oh, that's a homer call if I've ever heard one in my life. Where are you from again?
Canada.
Yeah, aka Rose City Nation of FAPIGIDIA. But
that's where our team hails from. But you know, I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible. We see CF already making his way to World 4.
Listen, I don't think, unless Enchantress of Numbers is racing, I don't think anybody's really rooting for the OCTOROCKS because they're the most arrogant nation ever. But like arrogant and like has nothing, you know, no legs to stand on at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, just having to learn the pronunciation alone, well, you know, I guess that's understandable. But having to hear the whole anthem, isn't that only reserved for winning a medal?
Yeah, they're the most pretentious team, voted the most pretentious team in the SHI Tournament Olympics. And we're not even done yet.
Yeah, and Cantaloupe Me pulling off the big wrong warp. There it is.
Yeah, that's how you do it. You don't have to worry about it climbing up any vines. We're in level 8 already.
Yeah, you got to remember, when climbing up a vine, you have to press up.
All right, CF is only really a half a stage back. Oh, let's put him a full stage back now.
Yeah, that's really going to hinder his performance, unfortunately. But the race isn't over. It's not over till it's over.
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt there. Let's say he set up the wrong warp incorrectly, ran out of time, and took that life intentionally. Or he just wanted...
a strategic death. Very, very clever, CF, and I did not expect that.
But he is going to go up the vine, so looks like we gave him too much benefit of the doubt. Meanwhile, FAP is on to 8-2. Coming up shortly.
And CF 207 is... You can tell he's trying to make a desperate move to just make up any possible ground for that death. And I don't know, man. It's not looking very good for him, but... The 8 levels, you know, it could be anybody's game. You know, you fall down a hole, you're all the way back into the beginning.
Yeah, FAP looks a little bit slower here than he has in race past. I'm not too sure if he just got caught up on a jump, or if he's just treading lightly, or if this is in fact correct for what he's doing. But he certainly did not fly through 8-2. I would say he lost a little bit of time there, but that's relative to the person you're racing as well. One person is just standing there launching fireballs for the entire duration of FAP's 8-2. Probably no ground to be gained.
Yeah, I mean, for all we know, that could be a cautious Cantaloupe Me.
Let's see how cautious he is here. He does the same thing he did in the first race. He, you know, the Hammer Brother jumps to the bottom, and he just doesn't care. He just jumps right through it with the mushroom. Loses his big ability, whatever you want to call that, and just keeps on trucking here right to the end.
He lost his embiggening, as you like to put it.
I believe so.
And CF finally making his way past 8-1. Going to be making his way to 8-2. Here's only hoping that the race can be made a little more interesting if made a little bit closer, but Cantaloupe Me already on 8-4. I don't want to make any predictions, but I think we're already seeing a winner in front of us.
He's got to get through this pipe. He's got a couple stages here to clear on this world.
And CF waiting for the 1-up? Is he possibly nervous about taking a couple lives in the next couple levels?
Well, he might death warp just to get small again later on.
That's possible.
He might arrive at a part where, you know, he has the fire flower and decides, nah, you know what, I'm better off small here, and just takes the death. But speaking of death right there, Fap, right on the last part.
Oh, wow. See, do you see? Don't count out CF just yet, folks. I mean, I know you bought the whole seat, but you're only going to need the edge for this one.
And A2 down for CF. So CF is getting through the levels. It's, I wouldn't say tortoise and hare, but he's just making sure he gets everything completed. And remember, he did not have a first-round race. As his opponent missed the bus from the Motel 6. And CF got to walk right into the semifinals. So this is effectively his first race in the tournament. Or tournament for this event. We saw him in Super Mario Bros. 2.
Yeah, just walking into the semifinals cold, but... You know, they say revenge is a dish best served cold, and who knows? Maybe if Cantaloupe Me can't finish this off right here, we could see an upset. But turns out, nope. GG Cantaloupe Me.
Nope. That is 6 minutes and 29 seconds there for Fap. He'll be moving on to the gold medal match versus Zarnax 42. CF207 has one more chance for redemption tonight against Coach Crab in the bronze medal match.
Indeed, but we're not quite done yet. We want to see CF207 actually finish it out here. You know, finish the fight, as I like to say.
Well, he has one more stage left here. World 8-4. He's got plenty of lives.
Yeah, 4 lives. Maybe getting that 1-up was actually beneficial to him. Maybe he'll finish with a higher score.
Yeah, higher score. Definitely higher score because you get several thousand for saving the princess, for hitting that, whatever that thing is at the end, the bullhorn hammer, whatever you want to call that thing. What is that thing exactly? Can we do like a podcast just on what that thing is alone?
I could probably fill at least 40 minutes. I mean, I always thought it was an axe. Because, I mean, you hit it and then the bridge falls down. What are you going to use? Why not use an axe? Okay, let's see if those fire snakes are going to be good today. And, the bloopers. Still, oh my god, they're just right on top of his hat. Making, Mario's hat possibly a little squishier than had been before. Looks like
is he gonna do it? He's gonna do it.
He killed him! CF207, unbelievable. Killing Bowser, not even bothering with the axe.
Yeah, that is 8 minutes and 40 seconds officially. We had the clock started a little bit late here, but unfortunately for CF, that means he's going to lose and move on to the bronze medal match, as we said before, against Coach Crab, and Cantaloupe Me in the gold medal match against... Who the hell is talking? Who was talking?
Sorry?
No, who was talking? I just heard talking. CF talking on his mic. Now I hope he loses that bronze medal.
I was going to say the man could finish with style by taking out the final boss, but that is poor play.
Gotta do the whole thing over. We'll do it live.
Screw it, we'll do it live.
But yeah, that will be later on tonight. But right now, Armageddon time, we're going to kick it on back to Hans. And he's going to reset us and what's going on in the Super Mario Kart world. All right, we'll be back later with the medal rounds of the Super Mario Bros. Any Percent event. We'll get to Super Mario Kart 150cc Mushroom Cup semifinals in just a second, but in honor of CF207 losing, we're going to request that everyone stand up, remove their hats, place their hand over their hearts for the singing of the
OCONOMOWOC
OCTOROCKS National Anthem.
In 1982, a crack speedrunning unit was sent to a prison by an unfair tribunal for a cheat they didn't commit. These runners promptly escaped from a maximum security heck ban to the Twitch Underground.
The OCONOMOWOC OCTOROCKS on a bunch of Melvins.
Yo, my name is Joshie D, and it's easy to see why chillin' is my philosophy. You can beat the heat and find inner peace if you always keep chillin' in the driver's seat. So quit your day job, you don't need money. Go on a spending spree because the chillin' is free. No birds or bees, you just need homies because life is a breeze, chillin' at 0 degrees. It's not too spicy and it's not too sweet. Chillin' is a porridge Goldilocks would eat. You got snacks and cheese or something on TV. I'll be a chillin' machine if you know what I mean. The way to be is just to do what you please, and you could be like me and catch a chillin' disease. You want a 4-year degree in chillin' expertise? Call Dr. Joshie D, it's like the ABCs. Chillin' is how we do. Hey man, I thought you knew. When I show you the benefits of chillin', you'll be chillin' too. One more again. Chillin' is how we do. Hey man, I thought you knew. When I show you the benefits of chillin', you'll be chillin' too.
Enchantress of Numbers is the only good player they got.
And here is our final four in the Super Mario Kart 150cc Mushroom Cup event. Digshake takes on Nearm. Digshake had a bye in the first round. Nearm defeated Armageddon Time. Digshake of Pixel Fire, Nearm of Anchors of Fire. See, Battle of the Fires. And 2 gamers, 1 Melvin's JSR takes on Special K's Random Effect. Random Effect also had a bye in the first round. And for the coverage of the action, we're going to shoot on down to Angry Larry and Justin Man 114. Take it away, guys. All right, and this is Angry Larry joined with Justin Man 114. How are you today, Just?
I'm good, Larry. How are you?
I'm doing great. We're going to have Random Effect here versus JSR. It's the first of our 2 semifinals in this medal award giving night, I guess. I don't even know what I was trying to say, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this, and I believe we didn't see Random Effect race last week, if I'm not mistaken, as well as another one of our participants tonight.
Both him and Digshake got a bye. You can see Random Effect there cheating a little bit off the line. Before the races started, he was already in first place, but he's using the Koopa Trooper. And JSR is going with old steady Bowser here.
Yeah, that's what we saw last round. I believe in both races, we had a light character versus a heavy character. So we'll see how they fare. So far, pretty good starts for both. See really any major mistakes. You can see JSR's he's got the better top speed here, so he's pushing his lead a little bit by not making any mistakes, maintaining that speed.
Yeah, he's going to cross that line to clear like 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, maybe better than Random Effect already in the second or third lap? No, it was the second or third lap.
Random's not really making mistakes either. He's got the slightly slower top speed here. And this first track, not too much stuff really in the way, so both racers getting through, no problem. About a full lap for JSR ahead of Random there.
I did not see Random Effect practice at all, and of course you alluded to him not having a first round race. But JSR was one of the horses, thoroughbreds, in practice.
Yeah, he played extremely well in his first race, for sure. And yeah, like you said, we haven't seen Random play yet, and it'll be the same case for Digshake. So,
well, track number 2 here for both the runners. JSR has that lead, so he gets a head start. He's going to go on the grass a little bit. It's going to slow him up.
Yeah, definitely don't want to go off course, especially with these slower characters.
If you can drive on some... I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, see if Random can take advantage of that a little bit here. But go ahead.
If you can drive on something that is not a road, what would it be?
Ice.
Yeah, you
course.
ever like sit passenger side with your friend and they got one of those like emergency handbrakes in the middle between the seats, and you go on an icy road and you just yank the thing up on them?
I don't think I've ever done that. That'd be pretty insane. But
It's pretty mean, yeah. Especially when the car skids into like a snowbank.
it's always fun to drive on ice and snow, though. If it's not like, you know, busy road or a highway or something like that, somewhere you can just really let loose.
Yeah, it's somewhere where you don't have to have a little bit of a long commute either, where it's like, you know, painfully slow and dangerous. But like if you can just have a little bit of fun with the, you know, in a parking lot or whatever on the way out.
Yeah.
What's the dumbest thing as a kid when you first got your license that you did either as the driver or as like, you know, your friend got his first license, like, but you were in the car?
There's probably a lot of things to choose from, I'm sure. Let me think. I do remember one time before I had my license, but it was my one friend who did have his license, and stopped at a gas station, and it was me, my buddy with the car, and another friend from school. So he stops at the gas station, parks, and he's going inside to get cigarettes or something. And we're just sitting in the car. I'm in the back seat. And the parking spot is kind of on like a hill, and it's a pretty steep, like it kind of gradually gets steeper, and then it just really drops off and goes right into the road. And so we're sitting in the car, and we're listening to the radio, and the radio is like staticky, and we're like, why is it all staticky? It's on the station, it should be. And we figured it was because the car was in a bad spot, so we wanted to kind of like move the car a little bit. So my friend thought it was a good idea, since we're on a hill, he could just quickly just pop the car into neutral and then throw it right back into park. No problem. Of course, not realizing that you actually have to kind of hold the brake to be able to do that. And so he pops it into neutral, and the car starts rolling slowly backwards, and the radio comes back. We're like, all right, cool. And he tries to put it back into park, and it doesn't work. And there was a quick 3 or 4 seconds of extreme. We were just like, what's going on? What do we do? And I had to jump into the front seat from the back and slam my foot on the brake.
Jeez.
And yeah, so we were probably 10 feet from going into the road, which is right before like a busy intersection with a stoplight and everything, 4-way.
Nice.
So it was good times. I guess that's just one.
Absolutely crazy, man. I don't have any stories like that because I was, you know, perfect child.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
No. There was this one time where again, like your situation, I did not have my license, but my friend did. And like that's right around the time where like, you know, kids get tough and they go buy beer or whatever because they got a car. And you know, like so stupid, but like in hindsight, but it happens. Like you get your license, you get your freedom, then you go try to find a place that would sell you beer. And we were just hanging out. We would play like billiards in like a pool hall. We'd you know, just chill, whatever. And we're on our way home from there, just driving around because that's what you did when you got your license anyway. We're on this road, a very hilly road. Glaciers on Long Island just created this pocket of hills, like in various places, and it was actually called Adirondack Road, like the Adirondack Mountains, because you know the road's so hilly. And like we achieved like top speed in this Buick Skylark, right? And you know it's not that fast, but it's fast. And we go over the top of the hill, and they're big hills. And all of a sudden, I just remember, like, I'm just like, guys, I don't think we're on the, like, and I was about to say ground when the car just slammed back into the street and, like, everyone's head just, like, railed forward and, like, someone bit their lip. And, oh, my God. Like, we crashed, like, from midair into the street. Whole bottom of the car just scraped and bottomed out. It was crazy, yeah.
An old Buick Skylark too.
Oh man, that thing took flight. And the driver was a clear like $2.5 bills as well. But we got some height. I guess that doesn't matter. It's like a 2,000-pound car anyway, so it doesn't matter if the driver is a little, you know, chubby. But like we got some height, man.
Oh, that's insane. Yeah, my buddy's car from that story was actually like a Cutlass Supreme, so a little bit of a boat as well.
What was your first car?
My first car was actually a Toyota Corolla, which is what I own now, but obviously a much older one. Yeah. I think I can't remember. I think it was a 91. I want to say it was either a 90 or 91, but it was a good car. It did me well. Lasted me about 2 years, year and a half, 2 years, something like that.
Yeah, I had a 1980 Buick Regal. And like that thing was a boat, man. That thing, it was a 2-door as well. As long as it was that car, it was 2-door. But the seats were like nice, comfortable, almost like velvet. Like it was like such a cool car as well. You know, I got it from one of my dad's cousins, who like sold it to me for like $200, and it was almost brand new.
Wow.
Like, you know, 15 years later, it was still almost like brand new, because like, you know, he got his in-laws car, and that car just kind of like sat in the driveway. But yeah, we got a last lap here for JSR. Not last lap, last track. Random Effects heading into the thing right now. Winner moves on to the gold medal race later on tonight. The loser will compete for the bronze medal.
Yeah, he's got a pretty sizable lead here. It'd be pretty tough. You have to make quite a few mistakes here to lose this. So,
by the way, I just banned.
Oh, go ahead.
I just banned everyone in chat who said Toyota Prius was their first car.
Oh man, I've been in a few Priuses, but yeah, never. I haven't actually. I mean, I've certainly never owned one. I don't think I've had any family or close friends that have owned a Prius. I've just been in one a few times.
Hey, are they even still a thing? I don't even know if they're still. JSR is stuck here.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Right. Well, he is on the last lap, so he should be okay.
I've watched people practice this getting stuck behind walls and stuff. Again, there's no reverse, and like it's kind of hard to get back out.
Yeah,
but,
he would have been in trouble if he actually dropped further back in the standings there and ranked out. But he does get it done, and he'll take the win.
Yeah, 8 minutes and 59 seconds for JSR. Random Effects not too far behind here. JSR is going to move on to the gold medal match. Random Effects going to go to the bronze. And we'll find out who they race momentarily, directly after this race. We'll roll right into that.
Yeah, I mean, you can almost attribute most of that lead to just the higher speed of the character JSR chose, I believe, because Random didn't really have too bad of races himself.
Yeah, and JSR was able to keep that speed in the corners, like drifting in a way. And just absolute control, like crazy control on this course. Not just this track, but this whole course on most of the turns. The only time I've seen him slip up a little bit, as Random Effect finishes here, 9 minutes and 45 seconds. The only time I've seen JSR really slip up is on the ghost stage, where he hits corners on the way trying to cut him too close. And we saw last time he fell like twice in one section.
Yeah, it's a tight. Those corners on the ghost house are pretty tight.
But they're all set up, so let's head on over to the Dig Shake versus Nearm race. All right, and here they are, Nearm versus Dig Shake. Winner moves on to play JSR in the gold medal race. Loser will go into the bronze medal race against Random Effect. Looking here, I see that Nearm's first round match, he finished with the fastest time of everybody who participated, 8 minutes and 38 seconds.
Yeah, that's about 20 seconds faster than we just saw JSR in that previous race. So we'll see how Dig Shake does. We do have another light versus heavy matchup again.
And Dig Shake gets like a 17-second lead too. Like, you know, there's like no authority figure holding these people accountable for like where do you start during the race. Like Dig Shake just like I think things said go and he just kind of just went and Nearm went through all the like the proper menus. I'm not exactly sure how it works. I think we spoke about this last time. There's a situation where, you know, like you start on a menu. The speedrun wants you to start on a menu and then, you know, then progress after you start the timer. But there's a way to like start the game and then quit out to back to the menu so that when you retry, when you go back into the race, you're selecting a few less screens. Like, it's a weird thing. It's
interesting.
Just, yeah, so instead of going to that big, like, what cup do you want kind of menu, it's just like an on-screen, like, yes or no box or whatever. But
yeah.
Nearm handles the first stage, 51 seconds, almost shade under 52. And you can see Dig Shake is 18 seconds slower.
Yeah, even with that pretty big head start, you can see each of his laps about 3 or 4 seconds longer than Nearm with the lighter character. So he got good acceleration off the start line, but that's about it. After that, as long as Nearm doesn't really slip up, he's going to maintain higher speed.
So I had one of those moments you were talking about in the car where it's like, you know, you kind of come to the realization that like you're in trouble. where you had to jump into the driver's seat and hit the brake. I was playing softball one time and we found the golf ball, right? So we were at a elementary school, and the field was like facing a row of houses. So I had like tough guy in the crew. He decided he wanted to start hitting this golf ball at the house with an aluminum softball bat. So he starts like throwing it in the air, and he's swinging, he's missing, and he's like going for the fence, right? Like he really wants to drill this thing into the house. He lets go of the bat one time, and I'm like kind of like where the dugout is on the third base side. No protective fence or anything, and like it's an elementary school, so there's just like a little wooden bench, and that's pretty much it. The bat leaves his hands, and all I hear is the bat whiz and brush my ear.
Oh,
dude, that thing's like an inch closer to me, and I lose an eye or like you know, like break an orbital bone or something. Like that was like the biggest moment in my life. That and bicycling around the neighborhood and like slamming right into some other kid's go-kart and doing like the world's greatest endo on the bike. The back wheel just came up and I went like perfectly like vertical.
Yeah.
Like life flashing before my eyes vertical and then like back down. Yeah. That was probably the two biggest moments when I was younger of, you know, the heart in the throat, I'm about to die thing.
I got hit directly in the mouth with a softball once that came off a bat probably 10 to 15 feet away from me.
So,
and I think I was like 6 or 7 years old. I still remember it. Like it was right across the street from my house. One of my best friends lived right across the street from me, and we're just out in his backyard. And I was like, there's like a little plastic seesaw in the backyard or whatever, and I was just like standing on it like it was a skateboard, just like kind of like rocking back and forth or whatever. And he's like just messing around with an aluminum bat and a softball, like hitting pop flies or whatever. He's kind of facing like, I don't know, away from me, maybe at like a 45-degree angle or so. So he's just hitting him the other way, and he just throws the softball up and hooks one like kind of behind him to the left and right at my face.
Oh,
and I had no chance to get out of the way, and just right in the mouth. I didn't lose any teeth, but I still had my baby teeth at the time, so like a bunch of them got loose, and I'm just gushing blood out of my mouth. I'm like screaming, and I just like whiz across the street back to my house, like slamming on the door. My mom comes to the door, and yeah, the end of the rest is history, I suppose. But
so in like a 1980s parenting moment, right? My family let me play with golf clubs, like real golf clubs, and I'm first grade, let's say, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we had like a plastic like practice ball on the grass because you know they were in the golf club, you know, carrying case, whatever you want, a golf bag. There you go. There's the name for it. And I was with my neighbor at my time, my best friend, and you know they just wanted us to putt it around, right? Dude, I wasn't having that. I was hacking this thing. Wind up, boom, hit the kid right under the eye or right above the eye, right in the eyebrow. And I remember my sister was in nursing school, and I just remember getting so scared that I ran into the house and like hid under the table, like as this all went. Kid was gushing blood, right? Like I must have cost my family like a couple $1,000s in like hospital bills because of this kid. And like my sister's uniform, her nursing outfit was just covered in his blood. And Liam gets turned around here a little bit and rights the ship, but he's got a huge lead.
Action, yeah.
I mean, he's got a 35-second lead, almost 40-second lead in this stage. So like I remember being scared of this kid's father. Like I remember I thought I was gonna die. Like they were gonna kill me. I was gonna get arrested. So yeah, that was one of the incidents in my house. Another one was playing street hockey. I was a big street hockey guy, deck hockey, street hockey, roller hockey. And we were playing outside in front of my house, and I was just being a clown. I was being lazy, right? And I was just like not picking the stick up and just like pushing it along the ground like a Milek deck hockey stick. Just like pushing it along the ground like, hey, look at me, like I'm holding it against my waist or whatever. Stick catches like a rut in the like unevenly paved street, right? Knob of the shaft of the stick goes direct hit between the legs.
Oh, God.
I'm running like at full speed when I'm doing this, so the stick like catches like a pole vaulting thing right between the legs. Stick breaks in half, and I just launch myself onto the ground. And I don't think I got up for like 25 minutes, like in just absolute dire pain.
Oh my God!
Haven't checked, but I'm not even sure I can have kids. Like, that's how bad it was.
Dear God. Yeah. Yeah, I've had plenty of moments like that on the skateboard in my later years with the between the legs moments. Not fun.
Yeah, another time I was playing, we used to play at the firehouse because the firehouse had a nice big and decently paved visitors parking lot that they allowed us to play in. And just no cup, but I'm playing goal, right? And just slap shot right to the nuts, and my God. And it's about like a 15-minute walk home. Man, I walked 15 minutes home to get my freaking cup to come back and play because there was no way I was taking another shot.
Yeah, it's brutal.
So Nirm had a very erratic Bowser's Castle stage. 15 was his fastest, 20 was his slowest, but his times were all like in the 17s, 18s. See, Dig Shake is consistently over 20, so Nirm's worst lap would have been Dig Shake's fastest lap, and you can attribute that to cornering and character selection, probably.
Yeah, he's had a little bit of trouble in the first couple laps of this race too, but it looks like he's back in the saddle now. Oh, as soon as I say something, hits the pipe there. He still does have about a 3-lap lead here.
Yeah, and this is the last stage. So we'll see how he does. This is, again, like Random Effect, this is Dig Shake's first race, so... A little spin out there by Nirm as well. Like, everything is going wrong for Nirm in terms of, like, his own ability. But if I'm looking at the...
He's built a lead, though.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the timer on the layout here. We're at 8:30, 8:31. He finished his last race in 8:38, and through all this trouble, let's see right here. He finishes, and it is 8:40. So with all this trouble, he finishes only 2 seconds slower than his first race, which was the fastest time of anybody in the tournament by 20 seconds. I think you said.
Yeah, this is probably going to be a hell of a gold medal match we got, and I would assume we're actually going to see 2 heavyweight characters go up against each other for the first time, because that's what they've been regularly using on the way there. So
if they all pick the same character, we're going to get Bowser versus Bowser in the gold medal race, and Koopa Trooper versus Koopa Trooper in the bronze medal race. And it's probably, since the first round, just like Tetris, in the first round, it's like, you know, it's going to be Nirm versus JSR if you look at the brackets, just based on the way they played, just like it was like you and Zarnax in Tetris. Like, it just seemed like it was going to be like that. Here we have it, and this is probably going to be one of the better gold medal matches, I would say, in the Olympics, because of the skill between the two and just how good they both are in cornering and such.
yeah, I don't know how much either of them actually ran this game before the tournament was announced, or if they just put all the practice in as soon as they knew they were racing it. I mean, I of course had the extra added benefit of having already played Tetris for a long time, you know, before I even was a part of this. So
yeah, Mario Kart's not really that game you bust out and be like, let me work on my time.
Yeah, that's also true.
But yeah, Dig Shake's going to be moving on to the bronze medal match, like we said, against Random Effect. His time was 9 minutes and 47 seconds. And Nirm's going to go up against JSR in the gold medal match, and we'll have that for you later on tonight. And a reminder, later on tonight, you can find the finals of the Super Mario Kart event, the bronze and gold medal race, later on. But for now, we're going to switch on over to Super Mario Brothers Any Percent medal rounds. But Angry Larry and Armageddon Time are not exactly ready yet. They're not ready to join us. So let's see what we got here. I don't really feel like cutting this stream right now. Zelda Randomizer Battle Royal. All right. Could be interesting. And congratulations goes out to no one. The five-way tie for last place eliminates everyone. But now it's time for an elimination round of our own. Who will win the bronze, silver, and gold medal? Let's go find out with Angry Larry in Armageddon time. And welcome back to the Super Mario Bros. 1 event. We are underway here shortly. Bronze medal race. It's medal time, Armageddon.
Darn right. We got Coach Crab, CF, and two very skilled players. They've already obviously made it this far. And we're just looking forward to a great match that is already kicking off.
Yeah, you can see Coach Crab is flying, and CF207 grabs that the mushroom, and he's following closely by. CF207 really didn't put up that bad of a race against FAP. 8 minutes and 40 seconds, sure. You know, all things said and done, though. Coach Crab is not the most experienced player in this game as of right now, and could certainly flub up here.
It is possible, but Coach Crab definitely showing signs that he did put a lot of practice in, and CF has only really played one match, and you can see he does play a more defensive game, obviously picking up a lot of mushrooms along the way and taking his time in the more difficult places, because the last thing you want to do is take a death and send you all the way back to the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, being clean and being fast, two different things that you try to do at the same time, but taking deaths and game overs, you know, that's certainly helping nobody. So CF is doing himself a world of good just to make sure that he gets things like an extra one up here or there and clears the floor of enemies when you have fireballs, so you can just walk and not die. Meanwhile, Coach Crab is already at 4-1, nearing the halfway point here.
The way that CF is playing, it does feel more like almost he's playing as intended, like getting the one-ups, getting the power-ups, really exploring the levels, even though, you know, you're obviously trying to get to the end as fast as possible. Really, I don't know, exploring the space.
Well, he's doing everything but getting all the coins and such as well, but so he's doing like a little bit of a hybrid. And I can't say I blame him. I would be grabbing the mushrooms too, because you mess up. You get one of those jumps wrong and jump right into a piranha plant, you know, and you're small. You're going back to start, but if you took a pause the second, grab the mushroom, then get hit, it's like, well, at least I'm not losing all that time going back to the start.
Dare I say potentially having fun during this race?
No, he's not having fun. I can tell you that right now.
Nobody's having fun.
There's like 2 people in chat who are having fun.
And it's probably because they're making jokes about, I don't know, what their favorite breakfast pastry is.
Or they're listening to themselves right now commentate the bronze medal match of Super Mario Bros. 1.
That is possible, but I don't know.
All right, let's see what CF does here. Coach Crab in stage 8 already. Coach Crab's time against FAP was somewhere around... I'm sorry, not FAP. Zarnax was somewhere around 6 minutes, I believe.
Yeah, so definitely no slouch, but by the same token, CF trying to make his way, really trying to, I don't know, just do anything possible to catch up to Coach Crab. Coach Crab actually grabbing the star power, which we haven't really seen a lot of.
No, just one of his safety nets right there. I remember some guy in a race against some other guy grabbed some coins in Super Mario Bros. 2 and got a 5-up in one of the slot pulls.
That was pretty impressive. Whoever that person was, I commend them.
But 8-2 here for Coach Crab. And the intended purpose of getting those 1-ups were, you know, feeling like you just needed 1 or 2 lives to guarantee yourself to get to the end of the game if things went bad and not have to start over. So having the star power, getting the 1-up like CF did, just enough to get them to the finish line. And who knows, maybe steal one.
Again, it's a very defensive game being played here, but Coach Crab looks like he's definitely going on the more offensive lately. But oh no, CF. Poor guy.
Yeah, CF is from the nation of the OCONOMOWOC, OCTOROCKS, and they like to play this thing called 4D chess. I don't know if you ever heard of it, where they just kind of like you know, live their life by manipulating your life. And he only fell in that hole because he wanted people to watch him fall into that hole. And that's the kind of people we deal with in that nation.
He's playing the life game.
Yeah, he certainly is.
Whereas Coach Crab definitely playing the speed game as he's making quick work of 8-3. Well, maybe not as quick as possible, but quick enough to definitely be making headway against CF. Oh, no, but he takes an unfortunate hit right there.
Looked like CF207 had to pull up a map of World 8-1 there. Paused for a little bit, and then went on his way again.
I mean, you don't want to get lost in these levels. I mean, you know, that's that was the sequel, but dare we not speak its name?
And 8-1 completed for CF as Coach Crab is going to make his way through Bowser's real castle here.
Yeah, and I don't remember exactly how Coach Crab did in the previous match in the castle, but definitely seems to be going about this pretty easily as he does the mini wrong warp.
If I remember correctly, he had Fire Flower up until this stationary Fire Snake right there. And he lost his firepower and then moved on the whole way. I wish we had the budget in the SHI tournament and the SHI Tournament Olympics to kind of do that thing where they put like one run on top of the other run and see how they stack like side by side.
Like you're racing your Ghost.
Yeah, like Ghost racing. And Coach Crab right there wins. He'll be the bronze medal award winner, whatever we want to call him, the bronzy. He's 6 minutes and 13 seconds.
He has definitely won the bronzy, and you know, there it is, the big 3. We are number 3. Congratulations to Special K for taking home a medal.
CF is going to clean this up right now and really earn his participation trophy here. 2 more levels left.
Definitely. I was just going to pretty much say the same thing as you, only less confident about it. Oh, no. Speaking of less confidence, CF. Thank goodness he got those extra lives.
Well, CF is not standing for confidence found right now, as he just gets stomped by a paratrooper.
More like cacophonous flubbing.
I have no idea what either of those words are.
Well,
CF hates this Hammer brother. He wants to kill him so bad. There we go. They're worth 5,000.
Yeah,
they're worth 1,000 apiece. I would farm points right now just to get Coach Crab.
Yeah, exactly. Now he's just kind of on a revenge tour, if anything. And let's see, what did Coach Crab finish with? 115,000, and CF is at 8,000 already. Do you think it's possible he could overtake him?
Well, if he gets to the end of the game, it's quite possible.
90,000. I apologize. Forgot to carry the 0.
Yeah, don't you call 0 Zeds in Canada?
No, we call them O's.
So how would you say, like, what's the most Canadian way to say Mario?
Probably Mario. Oh, but that just sounds weird coming out of my mouth.
I mean, everything sounds weird when you say it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that I mean, like not a Canadian thing, and all offense meant, it's a you thing.
Although I have had confirmation from a Buzz Thunder that I don't have that strong a Canadian accent.
Jackamus does. Jackamus is a Canadian guy. Like you can definitely tell when he does the post race interview, when he gets in on there and gets it. Like it comes in a wave. He'll just be talking and you're like all chill, and all of a sudden he'll just remind you he's Canadian in like one sentence. Yeah,
whether it's the boots or the flappy heads. I mean, sometimes you just can't escape the Canadiana. But me personally, oh my
Fire
gosh.
snake! It's like the worst fire snake to run into, the one that's not even moving. Well, it's moving, but wasn't even near you.
It's rotating, on a X and Y axis, not so much the Z axis. Z axis.
He takes a trust fall, and he's going to pack it up right now. He's going to cut his losses. He's not going to hold A and hit continue.
Oh, dear. OCF 207. What are you doing? But, hey, he came out to play. He got this far. You got to give him credit.
Yeah, we're going to give him the SHI Tournament Participation Trophy.
There it is, looking very joyful for a 4th place, I must say.
So what do you say we find out who wins the gold?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go on over to the gold medal race. The runners are lining up right now.
And now, breaking news on 101.7 FM KBUZ The Buzz. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a live breaking news update. I'm Buzz Thunder. The breaking news is that there is no breaking news, so I'll just move on to the hairline fracture news. All following reports are 100% real and have not been recently made up on a whim. Earlier today, John Bloody Thumbs was suddenly forced to forfeit his race. The reason for the forfeit was so that he could go into the channels of the other racers and tell them that he was in fact winning the race when he had forfeited. This morning, Zelda 2 Randomizer has released a long-awaited and much-anticipated update. However, due to DigShake's lack of progress on the game, the mandatory update actually reverts version 3.06 back to version 2.30. All community hints are still lame jokes about Wi-Fi passwords. Jock Kite is still missing and considered dangerous. Beware any seemingly friendly Twitch viewers in your channel that express interest in joining tournaments. He is a serial offender and has reportedly caused minor disruptions to at least one insignificant gaming community. Contrary to recent rumors, Jock Kite is in no way affiliated with rapper Ja Rule. A recent poll states that 10 out of 10 people who live in California are all into trendy, lame, hippie bullshit, and they all think that they are better than you. The most commonly used phrase in California is, "Look at me, I'm from California." The second most commonly used phrase is, "Can I borrow your sweetgrass hydrosol spray?" Sources say that Coach Crab 127 is in a Discord channel and he can hear you, but you can't hear him. This has been Breaking News with Buzz Thunder right here on 101.7 FM KPUZ The Buzz. This news update has been brought to you by DigShake Doormats. Have you ever wanted to rub your feet on the creator of Zelda 2 Randomizer? Well, now you can with DigShake Doormats. Anytime you come home, simply place your feet and scrape off all the garbage that you can right onto a likeness of DigShake. It feels so nice to scrape all the crud off of your feet and onto the face of DigShake.
And there they are now. Our gold medal race participants, Zarnax42 of the Good Guys, 2 Gamers, 1 Melvin, versus Cantaloupe of Rose City Nation of FAPIGIDIA, the Bad Guys.
Well, I mean, however you perceive that is, on your own terms. But I'm here to watch an unbiased gold medal match and 2 very skilled warriors here to take it out on each other and hopefully give us a very good race. As you can see, they're almost synced up.
I mean, just the difference on the flagpole might have been the only real difference of that whole race. Zarnax with a little bit more points, but they've both finished the same stage at exactly the same time on the timer.
Yeah, and Cantaloupe definitely taking a brighter approach to his broadcast than Zarnax42.
See, Zarnax is going the low route. Was Fap going to continue on with the high route? He builds himself a little bit of a tunnel, little hole in the ceiling, and escapes. Zarnax gets hung up by that pipe, had to wait for the piranha plant to lower himself, but still has made it to the warp zone faster than Fap, so he's taken a small lead here.
Just a little bit of a lead, and that could be the difference. Maybe not. We'll just have to wait and see how the rest of the game plays out. These are two very highly skilled people in this game, so anything can happen at this point.
Yeah, and Fap also has the mushroom power. He actually clipped his head on a question mark block. I think he lost a little bit of speed momentum when he went through there. Not much, not major though, but anything when you're playing like Zarnax and hitting all your spots right now, anything to slow you up will be detrimental. But gonna both move on to World 4-2 relatively at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, Cantaloupe Me might be maybe 2 seconds behind at most.
Pipe Enter at 148, Pipe Enter at 151, so about 3 seconds, yeah.
Well, I guess close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
So Zarnax does go up the vine. He only punches one of those blocks and takes a big reverse jump. Fap is going to set up the wrong warp, and you can see he made up half the time, perhaps.
Yeah, half second here, half second there. You never know. Throughout the rest of the match, that could be the be-all, end-all decider.
Yeah, these are the deciding levels here, though. Everything else was just a warm-up. 8-1. See how Zarnax had to wait for that piranha plant, and Fap just jumped right over it. Fap is in the lead right now.
At this stage, you got to go all out.
Yeah, he's not in the lead right now. He's a little bit behind still, but he did not slow down in the first part of that level for sure.
Yeah, when it comes to the gold medal race, you got to take the chances. You've got to go all out. You got to make the big swings, the big moves. The defensive game, you got to throw that right out the window if you want to get first place.
You see 1 second faster on the clock for Fap in that race, or 1 tick on the Mario timer.
This is just too close to call.
Yeah, this is definitely coming down to 8-4 here, so both players have to just get there.
Yeah, it's like everything is merely a preliminary to 8-4. It'll all just hopefully depend on what happens in the castle.
Well, something that was set up a lot earlier than 8-2 was the fact that Zarnax was small, Cantaloupe was big and biggened, and Zarnax had to stop there for that mushroom. Got away from him a little bit, and that allowed Fap to get all the way here to the end of the level first before Zarnax on like 5 ticks of the timer faster.
So we have a lead change, but it's not that much of a lead. I don't know. I just don't know. I can't make any good predictions right away.
8-3 now.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe the Hammer Brothers will have a little something to say. Maybe not.
Well, the first set stays away. Second set, they both go high road, get over him. Now it's these jumping idiots that are going to be the problem here. Fap gets in a little bit of trouble with that one.
Oh.
And that allowed Zarnax to recapture the lead and enter Bowser's Castle first.
Another lead change. And all based on those dang Hammer Brothers.
All right, here we go. 8-4. Big Zarnax, small Fap.
It all comes down to this.
And Fap takes the death right there, jumping in between the Goombas.
That is unfortunate. That could be it right there.
Wall jump. Zarnax wall jumps up the pipe, or pipe jumps, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't even need to break the block or get the hidden block. And he goes right down, and tremendous.
I'm just nonplussed right now. I've never seen that before. I don't know how to react.
I forgot that even existed, honestly. I remember people trying it. Yeah, I remember people trying it, but way before this tournament started.
I mean, I eventually figured out how to double jump in Mario 2, but never that.
So Zarnax takes the hit from the Hammer Brother, but just continues right on with his iframes, goes right to the end, and saves the princess, and he'll win the gold medal for 2 gamers, 1 Melvin, at a time of 5 minutes and 30 seconds. GG, Zarnax 42, and Fap has finished as well. Silver, second place, 5 minutes and 46 seconds.
Yeah, GG to both players. Big ups to 2 gamers, 1 Melvin for taking home big gold, and Rose City Nation of FAPIGIDIA for taking home a respectable silver. Look at that. We got the medals right there.
Yeah, that was a tremendous medal round right there for us. Very close all the way through. And two of the top, I'm sorry about that, two of the top times, Fap had better. I'm not sure if Zarnax had better. I'm trying to check that right now. But two of the top times in the tournament all saved for the last race.
Yeah, it really could have come down to that unfortunate death to the Goomba.
Yeah, Zarnax did also have a 5:35 as well. But nevertheless, tremendous race. It was a pleasure to watch. And Armageddon, thanks for sharing in the Super Mario Brothers 1 event with me.
Yeah, great performance from our competitors, and great commentary by my cohort, Mr. Angry Larry over here. And thank you for having me.
And likewise, and we're going to go kick it on back to Hans Buttface in the studio for some Super Mario Bros. 1 stats. And I hear there's going to be medals given out in Super Mario Kart as well. So take it away, Hans. And congratulations to Zarnax42 for becoming the first ever SHI Tournament Olympics double gold medalist. We're going to head on back for our final medal rounds here tonight, the Super Mario Kart 150cc Mushroom Cup event. Angry Larry and Just a Man 114 standing by. All right, welcome back. It is medal time, Justin.
I'm ready.
We got our bronze medal race here. First, Dig Shake versus Random Effect. Based on what you saw in the last race for these two, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, I'm just seeing what kind of racers we're going to be picking here. We're going to get the Koopa versus Koopa. We are. And, yeah, should be a close race. These guys both finished about, I feel like, around the same behind their opponents in the semifinals, so might be pretty evenly matched here.
Yeah, 50 seconds for Random Effect and 1 minute and 7 seconds for Dig Shake. Basically the same. See Dig Shake cheating again, getting a good start.
Yeah, I can't. Does this game has like a magic like frame you can start pressing the gas on, right, and get like a boost at the start, I believe.
Yeah, we saw Nier miss it last time.
Yeah.
Last 2 weeks ago, where he went from first to 8 at the line because he stalled out. Speaking of
I
stalling
always
out,
forget the timing for this one.
we almost have like a little bit of turbulence on Dig Shake's end here. Get a little jittery, stuttering action happening. Of all the people in the SHI tournament, who do you think entered the Mile High Club?
Oh god. I don't know. Is it someone in this race right here?
Well, I don't know. I don't know really Random Effects' private life or anything. I'm trying to think. I mean, seems like a guy who would attempt to do that, like sneak, because he's like he's sneaky and sly. You know what I mean? He's smart when he picks his opportunities. So I really feel like that is something that he probably put on a list and has done once before. Correct me if I'm wrong. The answer is going to probably be like he's never been on a plane. But, if he's ever been on a plane, guarantee he's tried it. Dig Shake, we can rule Dig Shake out because, even though he's going to be a proud papa soon, I have not seen the Maury Povich episode yet where to reveal that it is this kid. So we can leave that one out.
Imagine if you were conceived on an airplane.
Ooh. Wonder if there's like a special club for that.
I mean, do you think your parents would ever tell you? Or to like wait till you were older at least to tell you?
I'm telling you, if it ever happened to me where that situation happened, my kid would be named some sort of like airline pun. Like his or her name would be like Delta or like, Sky Mile.
I mean, I guess it's not really customary to tell your kid where they were conceived anyway. Now that I think of it, because I don't think I know where I was conceived, and I probably wouldn't want to know. So
no, I don't think that's matter of fact, I don't think that is something people do know. No.
Yeah, I mean, you probably. I'm sure there's people who find out.
And there's some more turbulence on Dig Shake's side. Do you
I see that a little bit.
Do you know when you were born? Like where you were born? Like what hospital? Like time of day and all that?
Oh yeah,
kind of stuff?
I know where. I know exactly the time of day to the minute, and it was 8:24 in the morning actually. I probably know I think I know my birth weight. I don't remember my my length or whatever you want. If they call it height when you're
Wingspan. Got Jay Billis measuring your arm span. Be like, yeah, this kid's long. He's going to be a good player for the draft. But
the only reason I know that stuff, I used to have like a mirror on my wall when I was a kid for like the first 10 years of my life that like someone gave me when I was a baby that had like all that information. It was like a stained glass mirror or whatever, and it had like all that info on it. And yeah, I just like saw it every day. So
the hospital where I was born is no longer there, and I want to say it's a 7-Eleven.
I'm pretty sure the one I was born at is still there. I'm not positive, but
I was born the day and year that Elvis Presley died. So that's like the big memory sticking point of my life is I was born the actual day Elvis Presley died, and
wow.
Yeah, like I can like pump my chest around because I thought it was the funniest thing. Like when I was a kid, it's like, who died and made you king? Well, Elvis was the king and he died. Like, and I thought that joke was so good and so clever, and I don't think anybody's laughed until you right now.
That's good. I like it.
But yeah,
it's a good joke.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I'm easy to please though.
Yeah, like I'm just looking down the list of people, and I don't think any of them have ever been in the Mile High Club. But Ghost Town here. Yeah,
still pretty close. About a 26 second maybe lead there for Random, I think, right when that started for Dig.
What the hell just happened to Dig? Did he just drive right off the side or get squashed? I don't even know what happened.
I missed it.
It was at the starting line.
It's possible he got smashed off the edge or something by a larger character.
That is the unfortunate side effect of being the wimpy Koopa Trooper.
He's got a star here, though. Good item to get.
So if we're looking at
the shortcut, nope.
If we're looking at casting Super Mario Kart the movie, who is Koopa Trooper and who is Toad?
I mean, I don't even know if Koopa's in it, because wasn't he not even like brought back for the second game?
Was he not? Really? How do you have?
He's replaced by Wario, I believe,
wow.
in Mario Kart 64.
So he would be somebody who left the tournament like Joshy D or Choking. I like it. Toad
might be in one of the later games. I'm not sure. I'm sure they probably brought him back.
Probably DLC, like for like $4.99, you can get like a 4-pack of new racers that include Koopa Trooper and like Paratrooper, just so they can add wings.
DLC ruined video games. And get me started.
I think Toad's definitely Armageddon time.
All right, Bowser's Castle for Random, and Dig's just finishing up the Ghost House.
Yeah, so they're definitely using the same characters, so no one has a unique advantage in terms of top speed and, acceleration. But Random Effect through just proper driving and then taking the corners and not getting hung up as much as taking what might be a 32-second lead going into the stage.
Yeah, it's and staying in first, even though you don't need to get in first, staying in first, like he's doing now, actually helps quite a bit. Keeps you away from the AI.
With the
exception, they're now actually getting close.
Yeah, with the exception of the last track and getting hung up on a pipe or something, I'm pretty sure all the racers have held their own in first place for a majority of the races in the tracks.
Agreed. Yeah. Yeah, it usually seems to be how it's been going.
Dig Shake totally whiffs on the question mark blocks. He just goes right in between all of them.
That always sucks when you just miss out on an item entirely. You only get one chance per lap in this game to get an item.
Yeah, some tracks do have that off chance, like hidden behind like a jump bumper.
True.
Where you can just jump over the bumper and hit it. Dig Shake tried to do that earlier on the Ghost Town.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the Ghost House does have those 2 bonus ones. Tough to get, though. At least without slowing down.
But Random Effect here is in the final stretch.
Dig, missing the speed boosters there. Those are beneficial. Probably saved definitely like 3 or 4 seconds using both of those on that little part of the track.
Well, final lap here for Dig Shake. Final track here for Random Effect. Got a clear over 1 lap lead, more than likely, on Dig Shake by the time he gets his track and for the bronze medal.
Yeah, it's really his to lose at this point. It's just kind of like you said, there's not much that can really slow you down other than maybe crashing into a pipe. Unless we see some serious crashes on every lap here, he's going to cruise to a victory.
Well, the
Pick
SHI
up a
tournament
medal.
has seen its share of throws in the final stages. We go back to Choke Me I Like It versus Dig Shake, where both Choke Me I Like It and Dig Shake took a game over to the final boss of Wacky Races. Joshy D had an epic throw against Coach Crab in the same game, like almost a 3-stage lead, where he just decided he didn't want to do it anymore and just started throwing the race. It's like it's definitely there.
Yeah, sometimes you just get too frustrated with the game to even continue.
We've
I know
seen
that
our
feel.
Yeah, we've seen our share of games just give up. Loading a save state, BGT did that against Buzz Thunder and Super Mario Bros. 3. Anything can happen. 2 laps left here for random effect.
Yeah, the loading a save state thing was just unfortunate. I've never done that in a race, but I've done that when I've not intended to do it before, and it's no fun. It's taught me to not to, if I'm done using save states and I'm still going to use the power pack, go into the menu and turn off the auto, or the quick load.
Yeah, I definitely did that when practicing for Super Mario Bros. 2. And me and you, we're in the Final Four next week in Super Mario Bros. 2, so advance, good luck to you.
Excited for that, yes, same to you.
I definitely have done that, and Random Effect does finish here. He will get the bronze medal.
Yep.
Or
Cruising
actually,
over
he just finished right there.
barely in 4th place. Luckily, he did not rank out there. That would have opened the door for Dig Shake, who is now on his final lap.
Yeah, one more lap left here for Dig Shake. That was 9:42 for Random Effect there. A little bit faster than his prior race.
Always good to see improvement.
It's really what you work towards. You want to peak at like the greatest, the best race you can get yourself into. Dig Shake here had a 10:08, and we're going to award him the SHI Tournament Olympics Participation Trophy.
Absolutely, it's a great trophy in its own regard. So I mean, to make it this far.
Yeah, and you can put that above the kid's crib. Put it maybe on the mobile that spins above the kid, to calm him down. Be a ton of fun. But that's the bronze medal race. Random Effect over Dig Shake, getting the bronze for Special K, and Dig Shake gets the 4th place victory for Pixel Fire, the highest ranking Pixel Fire member thus far in the tournaments. Only 3 events are we giving away medals so far, but we're gonna have the gold medal match coming up. But first, we're going to get some clarification on something that happened earlier from Hans Buttface. So Hans, take it away. We here at the SHI Tournament Olympics have to issue an apology for anyone who was offended by the sights and sound you had to witness earlier. It has come to our attention that the signal which brings the SHI Tournament Olympics into your home was pirated by the nation of the People's Republic of Petaluming Budget Shortfall Puckling Redundant Labor. The PRP BSPRL issued a statement demanding that the OCONOMOWOC OCTOROCKS captain, Bentglass Tube, resign from his post and quit speedrunning altogether. The statement continues to read that the PRP BSPRL's dictator, Joshy D, is highly offended he was not asked to participate in the SHI Tournament Olympics and has declared to disrupt and ruin the games going forward. We are just getting word that our camera caught footage from earlier where a man by the name of Kyle drove his cart onto the Mushroom Cup track in an attempt to run down Bentglass Tube. Luckily, no one was injured, but this man named Kyle was able to get away from the Olympic security, carrying with him some sort of stuffed bobcat. Joshy D has issued a deadline for Bentglass Tube to retire by May 4th. There were no posted consequences if he does not comply. We here at the SHI Tournament Olympics have increased security and are urging those in attendance to report any suspicious activity to the authorities. The state of the games going forward are unknown at this time. But for now, let's rejoin Angry Larry and Justin Man for the gold medal round in Super Mario Kart, which was taped earlier this evening, incident-free. All right, and we are back for the gold medal match. Nirm from Anchors of Fire versus JSR from 2 Gamers 1 JSR. What do you think is going to happen here, man? These are the heavyweights of the Super Mario Kart SHI Tournament Olympic division.
Yeah, this is what we've been waiting for here, and they do both pick Bowser, so we're gonna get the heavyweight matchup that we've been looking for. I believe Nirm had slightly better times in his races up to this point.
Yeah, we're looking at 8:38 and 8:40 for Nirm. JSR had 8:59 and something else. Oh no, he didn't have a first round match. That's right. No, did he? I don't remember.
No, Nirm did.
Nirm did, but JSR? Yeah,
what his
JSR
time
did.
was. Oh, JSR. No, JSR did too, I
Yeah,
believe.
he beat Bankless Tube, 8:57. So JSR within 2 seconds. Both players within 2 seconds of their other time. So very consistent to the both of them. They're flying around this track right now. They're both holding a green shell.
Yeah, the first difference you can see right off the bat is that Nirm really uses that jump button a lot more than JSR here around the corners, which I believe allows him to maintain that speed a little bit better as he's drifting.
Yeah, you can see them when they go off-road, they also jump, and they'll use it as well, so they're not getting slowed down by the drag or by the off-course.
Yeah, so about 5 seconds already for Nirm over JSR.
Yeah, both players had a very slow first lap. JSR was on the high side of 10 seconds. His next 4, Nirm was on the low side of 10 seconds. His next 4, even one touching in the 9s. So very close here. JSR is really only going to start about 4 or 5 seconds behind.
Yeah, when it's this close, everything matters. Let's see if they can get the boosts off the start line. Looks like they both did. And yeah, really got to cut down on the crashing. Crashing into a pipe or something or a wall probably costs you a good 5 seconds. Yeah, especially with a slower character.
That's what I was going to say. Like, as evenly matched as these two are, and even Nirm with the slighter lead and faster lap times throughout, the other 2 races, comparatively back and forth between them both. Just one errant turn, and you're right into the pipe, or right there, you're right into the wall, like Nirm is, and you can get stuck for a little bit and have to kind of wedge your way out, inch your way out, and the other person's just flying right by you.
Yeah, fortunately that crash for Nirm didn't cost him as much as it could have if he had completely stopped. It's hard to say if he's pushed his lead at all at this point. I believe he has a little bit.
So Nirm is the bronze medal winner of the Zelda 2 randomizer event. JSR next week will be going into the final 4 of the Super Mario 3 event. So both players are on the winning side of things here in the SHI Tournament Olympics. And Nirm completes the circuit, or completes the track at 1 minute and 18 seconds. And JSR is 6 seconds slower with 1 minute and 24 seconds. So that's going to extend Nirm's lead to about 11 or 12 seconds here.
Yeah, he picked up about the same amount of time as the first track, so just a little bit better again, padding his lead, giving himself a little bit of room for error here. And what probably is, would you say this is the toughest level, or maybe the castle?
I would say this one, because you have the edges that you can bump off.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that.
I mean, you have places where you can fall in the lava, and look at that huge jump from Nirm right there, cutting off the track. You have places you can fall into the lava, but there's only very few places. Here, anywhere you can kind of make a hole for yourself to jump in. And Nirm's gonna keep doing the shortcut, and he's got to be careful he doesn't just slide right off the edge of the track. He knows he's racing JSR. He knows he's got to be his best, and he misses that jump. So he really has to be careful. I would be surprised if that was not the last time he attempted that.
Yeah, that's a kind of a big risk versus reward. I think the penalty might outweigh the reward unless you have an item that makes it pretty much a surefire thing to get over that gap. But we'll see. That definitely gave JSR at least 5 seconds back, I would say. Maybe more.
Yeah, Nearm's going to keep going for it. And I thought he was going to slide off the corner there, but he does not.
Wow.
103. Seems like
Yeah,
a
we'll
crazy
see what
time.
JSR gets here. It's going to be close to a 103, 105, so...
Nearm got an
Nearm's
11 and a
still-
10.
Yeah, he's still with those 2 laps that did have the shortcut. Or 3, I believe, actually. He
Yeah.
did still shave some time over JSR, so probably about a 14 or so second lead now. Overall. He stalls out at the start here. See if JSR can get the boost.
Nearm gets the double zip line and then proceeds to turn right into a wall and just slows down to a stop. He's able to turn around, and he's back on track now, but
He does
Man.
have a feather here, and we're going to see him abuse that, I think, later this lap.
yeah, just like he did his first race.
Yep.
And if you weren't around for that, we'll point it out when it happens.
I think he passed the spot he wanted to use it. Maybe he just wasn't. Yeah, he did. Maybe he just wasn't lined up properly or didn't have the proper speed. I believe you have to get probably far enough into the lava for it to actually respawn you.
Nope, there it is.
Yeah. I'm guessing if you don't jump far enough, it actually takes you back to where you went over the wall rather than forward, skipping that entire portion of track. But that is a huge sequence break, if you want to call it that, I suppose. Kind of chops off a big section of the track.
Yeah, that was lap number 3, so I'm interested to see what the time is lap number 3 comparative to, like, this lap that really went well for him on top of things. So his difference between lap 3 and lap 4, where he fell in the lava and, ran a flawless lap. But JSR is on his last lap as well, and perhaps because of Nearm's first lap, got a couple seconds back. But there's Nearm 133 on that track. JSR gets through the thwomps. And he will...
It's like about the same. He actually took a second back there.
Yeah, 15 seconds and 16 seconds on the timer for Nearm. 16 seconds was his last lap. 15 seconds was the lap where he made the big jump. And you see JSR only had 1 lap in the 17s. Everything else was higher. But Nearm had like a 23-second lap to begin with, so like it kind of balanced itself out. JSR finished under a second faster, but nevertheless was the faster person on that track. And here we go, last one for the gold.
Yeah, Nearm stalled out again there at the beginning, and he kind of went off the track, so... Looks like about 10 seconds, 10 and a half maybe, between the two at the start of the race. JSR probably already made up 2 or 3 of those seconds, so let's see if he can... He will need Nearm to make some mistakes here to catch up, but if he plays a good race, he certainly could.
I think this was the track. I think Nearm was the person this happened to, and one of the last laps on this track actually hit a pipe, went the wrong way, or hit the wall, went the wrong way.
That was, yeah, the first race. That was Nearm, I believe.
It's like right around there, right before the jump over the figure 8 part.
Yeah, that's something that could certainly let JSR back in here. Just 2 laps left after.
Spins out.
Spin out there.
But,
yeah. Here we go. Final lap.
he just has to really keep it clean, somewhat clean. Has to keep himself facing in the right direction. And they'll take it off. One last big turn here. And there it is. Your gold medal winner is Nearm from Anchors of Fire, and his time was 8 minutes and 31 seconds, which is the fastest of the tournament.
Yeah, and JSR is just about 1 lap behind him. I think he crossed into his final lap at the same time Nearm crossed the finish line.
Yeah, and 8:44 from JSR, which is his race best. And he's the second best of the tournament. And, just he went up against the best of the, of the bunch here. And no disappointment here. Brings home the silver medal for 2 gamers, 1 Melvin.
Yeah, great race for both. Both putting up their best shows of the tournament in the final race. So, good job.
Any parting thoughts here? Any memories, long-lasting memories that you're going to keep with you and pass down through generation of generation?
Generation to generation, I'm not sure. This is, I mean, I guess it's a game that everyone should at least try, but it's a tough game. So, you know, go into it knowing that. And, yeah, if you think, I guess, what they just did was tough, that was only the Mushroom Cup, so...
Yeah. And you had to see what they had to do to unlock this Mushroom Cup.
Yeah.
I would say one thing. I would say if you wanted to challenge yourself with a Mario Kart game, this is the one to challenge yourself with. And
Absolutely.
Then there are other games that you would play with friends, in like, because you know you definitely have the one on the Wii, whatever. It's 4 players and stuff like that.
Yeah, this one not so much of like a party game as opposed to Mario Kart Wii or like 64 even.
But Nier with the gold, Anchors of Fire adds another medal, their 3rd medal of the Olympics for Anchors of Fire in 3 events that we have awarded medals on. They've medaled in every single event, every single 2 bronze and one gold.
Wow.
And JSR gets the silver for 2 Gamers, 1 Melvin. That'll be his 2nd medal for 2 Gamers, 1 Melvin. Zarnax got the gold in Tetris. And there's only one person on that team who has not medaled. And he could probably be the Melvin, but I'll probably say not. I'd probably say JSR. But and that's a wrap on the Super Mario Kart event. Justin Mann 114. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. And we're gonna go kick it back to Hans Buttface to recap the night. All right, and that's 4 events down so far. You can see our updated medal count right now. 2 Gamers, 1 Melvin in the lead. 2 medals tonight. 1 gold for Zarnax, becoming the first ever double gold Olympian. And the silver for JSR in Super Mario Cup. 7 total points. Anchors of Fire picked up a gold to move up to 5 total points. Special K also picked up 2 medals. Both bronze. Coach Crab in Super Mario Brothers and Random Effect in Super Mario Kart. They are the only team where everybody on the team has earned the medal. And you can see Rose City Nation of FAPIGIDIA getting on the board as well. We here at the SHI Tournament Olympics would like to thank Random Effect, Redbird Grad, Zarnax 42, Thurwolf, and JSR for lending their content for tonight's broadcast. Make sure you check out the Zelda Randomizer Battle Royale in the Zelda 1 Randomizer Discord server. And we would also like to thank the following Melvins on your screen for helping out in tonight's broadcast. That leaves 2 more medals to give out here. Those will happen next week. Super Mario Bros. 2 and Super Mario Bros. 3. Make sure you stay tuned for the status of these events, given the most recent circumstances. And we'll hope to see you all then. Everybody, stay safe and take care.
Man, I might be in 8th right now, but PGT is going to be in 16th of 8th.
16th of 8th? That makes no sense.